Hello, what's up people? It's Jeffrey Benson right here. I'm super excited to bring you this brand new video for this new week, guys. I'm super pumped. Thank you. The subscription is up and I can see many people showing a lot of love and I see subscription coming in. If you are new here, please kindly consider subscribing. Please subscribe so that we can keep growing and we can keep driving more attention. We can keep getting more attention with people that want to learn Forex. And as a result of this, because I want to get a lot of people that want to learn Forex, I'm going to be teaching them all for free. That's why I've scheduled my Wednesday to be trading and training session. So if you are a beginner or you have someone, maybe you're professional at trading and you have someone who wants to learn Forex and you don't really have the time, please kindly recommend my channel to such person. Let them come on Wednesday. I'm going to be taking them on Forex basics. So even if you don't know what is Forex, I'm going to be starting from what is Forex to intermediate and to advanced. So I'm going to be doing this Wednesdays and I'm also going to be communicating that to you all. So how do you join this? Just use the link in the description box and join my Telegram channel. Nothing, I don't sell anything at all. All you just have to do, join the Telegram channel and I'm dropping the link and I'm also going to be premiering it here on YouTube. So you have to just subscribe. That is the code. All right, guys, thank you. So without further ado, I'm going to be heading straight to today's topic, key levels, which are psychological levels. These are levels that banks hedges, they pay attention to this level. Now, have you ever wondered, you see my entries, if you have not seen my previous trades, make sure you check all those previous trades. So you see how I catch those sniper entries, yeah? How I catch those sniper entries is because I understand how psychological level works. So you too can also understand how it works. It's very basic number. They are random numbers like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if you notice, the difference between 5 and 10 is 5, 10 and 15 is 5. So just keep on adding 50 pips. So you get already. So let's head straight to the PC so I can break it down for you one after the other. This applies to any pair. You can use it in trading gold, in currencies, you can use it trading index and anything at all, even cryptocurrency. That's how I bought crypto at $3,000 and I sold off at $10,000. All right, so let's head straight to the PC. Right here on my screen, I want to start out by just doing a simple Google search, what psychological levels are, what are psychological levels in Forex. So let's see what Google has to say. So on dailyfx.com, it says psychological levels are market price levels, which are often key levels in Forex denoted by round numbers, exactly underlined round numbers. These round numbers frequently act as levels of support or resistance. Okay, that's basically much it. So you can just go on and check more other definitions. It's really work. Now here's one thing that you have to pay attention to. Say psychological support and resistance consistently work because of fundamental human disposition. Let's say, for example, you go to the market or maybe you get to a car dealership and you are offered a price. Let's say you're saying the car is for $125,000. So you want to negotiate. If it's negotiable, you say, okay, what if I make payment of 110, 120, 120 or 100? So you wouldn't want to say a thing like, let me make payment of 11945. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so based on our fundamental human disposition, we are always wanting to negotiate at a round-up number. So that's why psychological levels work. So let's go to the trading view real quick. So on trading view, you want to go on this your horizontal this line. All right, and first thing you have to look at the current price. Current price on GBP. This work on any pair, but of course my favorite pair, GBP. I'm going to be using this as an example. On GBP right now, as at the time of making this video, is 1.38890. So the nearest whole number is going to be 1.39000. So that's how we do it. Then you click on it. You may not be able to get it directly, so you want to do a double click, or you can just press on settings button right here. Should be the setting button. Sorry, click on the settings button and just modify and put 00 on the price, so it snaps there directly. So you just keep on adding psychological more numbers. So the next one is going to be 1.39500. 1.395. Yeah. So just erase that and click on OK. So it snaps there automatically. So that's how you keep checking. Now, how do you know whether you're correct or not? All you just have to do, you pick your ruler tool on your trading view, measure from this first one to the next one. It must be 50 pips. If it's not up to 50 pips, you know you are wrong. If it's more than, you know you are wrong. It has to be 50 pips. So it's just basic. So this is 1.39000, and then the other one is 1.39500. So it keeps adding up with 50. So you can add as many as you want, but as many that is relevant to your current chart. So you wouldn't want to have it all around your chart, and that may just make your chart look so messy and all of that. All right, so you just want to keep adding 50 pips. That's how I'm doing all of these things. So I'll just speed this part up and just add it up and get back to you guys. So this is how you successfully put it on your chart. So now you have to go to a smaller time frame for you to see what is really happening. So I did it on the 4 hour. You can do it on any time frame, all right? But since I'm a day trader, I pick my major entries on my major trend is determined on the 4 hour. My current trend is determined on 1 hour time frame, and I do my entries on 15 minutes since I'm a day trader. Now you would want to see how it really makes sense. See, when price got to this point 1.4000 right here, so how candlesticks, it gave out a candlestick reversal right here and keeps tumbling down. So it was able to break down, it retested, broke down, retested, and then bang to the downside. So that's why I use my psychological levels for my snap high entries. Now, how do I do my snap high entries? Upon seeing this candle's rejection on psychological levels and seeing the type of candle, if I see a bearish engulfing candle, or I see how the candles are behaving, most especially the week's rejection at this level, then that's when I start to load it up. I start loading it up with 3 positions. So upon seeing this kind of rejection on this level, and I'm very sure it's on a downtrend, it's retracing. We all know it's in an uptrend on the main trend here. On 4 hour time frame, signals an uptrend, right? But on 1 hour time frame, you can see that it's forming a downward move because of this one. All right, we have to have at least 3 pushes. Now we have 1, 2. This is the third one coming to this point before we have maybe a drop to the downside before it can continue to the upside. But for now, seeing this type of rejection, we know that we are in a downward movement to the downside. So seeing this rejection on this psychological level coming to retest this point, then that shows that this guy is about to go down. All right, so and also looking at this candle, so these are cyclic candles. They are small candles, they are not really very healthy, small candle. But imagine just this one candle taking out all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in just 1 hour, taking out 5 candles at a time. All right, so this shows that there are strength right here. And upon seeing this weak rejection in 15 minutes, see how it behaved right here. Upon seeing this week right here, see how it nosedive to the downside. And the next thing, what we are currently looking at for here on GBP USD is we are waiting for price to get to somewhere around this region, touch reacting to 1.3900, then we short. So how it played around all through last week and yesterday, Monday, because today is Tuesday. Okay, you saw how it keep testing this level, psychological level. So it works. Let me move it back, and you can do your back testing after you finish watching this video. Now there are psychological levels here too, just I didn't add them. So you can just go on and do your back testing and see if what Jeffrey is really saying works. All right, so just check it out. You see how I nicely fit there, sniping. Yeah, no secret, man. There's no secret in Forex. No secret. It's just what you see down. Focus on one pair and know when it's reversing, know the candles pattern that work best with it, and when it comes to your zone, you shoot it right there. That's how trading works. It's no brainer. So you can see how price got to this point, it dropped, came back, retested this one, it dropped. Now what you should be asking, how will I know the one it would respect? So how to know the one it will respect? That's where you have to measure it up with confluences. So in trading psychological levels, I measure with my trend line style, my trend line trading style. So for example, on this one, I want to like put a trend line right here. If you know me very well, you know I do a lot of trend lines, right? Trend lines and psychological levels. Yeah, so you can see right there. So upon touching this trend line and close to psychological level, that's a confluence for you. Touching the trend line and close to psychological level, that's a confluence for you, right? Touching here's another one again, close to psychological level, and trend line is being touched right here, right? You want to just adjust it a little. It's being touched right here. What should you do? Should be positioned for a sell, a short sell. But however, this is programmed for a long buy. But definitely there will be a huge drop to the downside before you have this move to the upside. All right, so you can just check this back on a later date if you're watching this on a later date. All right, so you can just keep using this as your strategy. Merge it with proper understanding of price action. What I mean by price action, like shrinking your candles, see how they react. See how whenever they are psychological level, see the reaction right here. Can you see weak rejection? See this weak rejection, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Just look at this weak rejection. Just let me bring out my annotation. Look at this weak rejection. 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd, this is 4th, And fifth, where is it happening? It's happening on the psychological level. All right, it's happening on the psychological level 1.40000. Now if you want to trace this back, there should be a trend line in that region. So that's why how you use those confluences to trade. There should be a trend line in that region. There should be a trend line. Let's pull up a trend line right there. And in secret of drawing the trend line is just to know two peaks or two troughs. Two peaks or two troughs, right? So here's the trend line. First touch here, second touch, third touch. Upon this break, it retested and bang to the downside. So we have in trend line trading, we have trend line bounce and trend line break. Trend line bounce, here's an example of trend line bounce. After the first impulsive move, here's an impulsive move. Yeah, we have correction. Yeah, upon this correction, this is what we call bounce. This is a bounce. Bounce again, correction. Yeah, and it bounces. So upon this bounce, then that's when we have this one that broke out to this point. This is a breakout. If the candles intersect this trend line and it successfully breaks below it, there's a breakout. And in breakout, we have two types of breakout. We have immediate breakout, we have break and retest. Now this is a break and retest. It broke out, came back to retest this trend line, and then bang. Upon retesting this trend line, you can see right there, it's also retested close to psychological level, and that's where it reversed. So all of these things just work hand in hand. So psychological levels are very powerful once you know how to implement them. Let me just do one more on gold. Let me put that because I know there are some my gold guys out there. Let's do that. USD here on gold. How to implement psychological level. Remember the rules again. So we are currently on the psychological level. You agree with me because we're in 1700 on gold, right? So all you have to do, just pick up your horizontal line first thing and you look at the current price, 1700. Yes, that's your first psychological level because it's a random number. All right, just double click and correct this one. Bang. Yeah, so the next one is going to be 50 pips to the upside. So if you're not sure, just first, since you have successfully calculated this one, just calculate from here. Calculate 50 pips, right? 50 pips should be somewhere around here. Sure. So you should be at somewhere 1705, correct? Yes. So pick this your line. It works on all of them. Double click 1705. Now you want to zoom in and see what you have done so far, and you can see how price snapped at this region at a zone and it dropped down here, retested. You can see. So I also use this as my take profit and my stop loss levels sometimes. Now let's go back to GBP/USD, or you can check gold, just back test and see what I'm telling you guys. You can check, just that I don't want to keep adding a lot of them since I don't trade gold. So you can just add it up on your own end and see how it's been working. And you will also know this point where it reversed, there's a psychological level near this region. Yeah, there, and we should still have some more other ones right here. 1685 should be here. So that's how psychological levels work. So you can see how everything just correlates. It snapped right here, move back at this point, retested. So even if you just want to be catching 50 pip per day, 50 pip per day, calculate that, you find out that at the end of the time you would be really profitable. Just 50 pip, just monitoring one pair. That's why I always recommend you look at just one thing, one pair, short it, elong it, just understand how the pair move, understand the candles that really work well with it. Now if you understand GBP/USD, you will know that the W pattern works a lot with GBP/USD. Now when you see a W pattern on a psychological level, what should that tell you? You should just go long. If you see an M on GBP/USD, you should come short, right? On gold, you have to look at for candles that really that gold respect, that work well on gold. All right, it can be a bullish engulfing, it can be weak failure, it can be a tweezer, anything that you see right there. So you can do that by backtexting this thing that I just said. All right, I believe you guys enjoyed this session. If you like this, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notification, and let me know what you think in the comment section and how you want to implement this. In the comment section, make sure you drop a pair that you want to try out with this thing, and then I'm going to be giving out a heart. I'm going to be hearting comments, and I'm also going to be giving out likes on the comment section. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you made it up to this extent, that simply means you simply love the way I give it a very simple approach. And you too, you can also be very profitable once you give it a very simple approach. Simplicity is the key to success. All right, and you want to also check out my other videos that are popping right here on the screen. Just check out any one of them, you would love them. And the one I really want to recommend, if you are a beginner, make sure you check this beginner series that I started. I created a playlist for you so you can start from the first one, move to the second one, and in that sequence you will become profitable in no time, or learning here on YouTube for free. It is my goal to raise traders who will be able to trade profitably for proprietary firm and make a living, change their family story, and have a different financial story in the long run. Doing this with patience, consistency, and with discipline. That is what I just want to do, guys. And if you love how that sound, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and hit the like button so that this video can go reach as many people that need this content in their life right now. All right, guys, so until the next one, make sure you guys keep fire peeping. All right, bye, guys.